How am I gonna do my intro? I guess just...
No.
Oh, she's probably gonna be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you lay down? Not.
You gotta be in your skin.
We're gonna be boring adults, boring grown-ups.
Okay, hello, welcome. If you're new here, I'm Kylie. Welcome back if you're not new. Most people on the line know me as Haunted Hippie. I make a lot of horror content, but lately I have been documenting my adoption reunion journey, and she is a big character in that journey.
Hey.
Yeah, this is Bethany. Should we do like 2 truths and a lie? How do you want to?
Oh my god.
You want to ice break yourself?
I'm not very good at those, I feel like.
Or just a fun fact? What's a fun fact about Bethany?
A fun fact about me is that I know a lot of words to a lot of music.
You were known as the human
karaoke machine. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, so today, I don't know, I just wanted to share kind of like our backgrounds and our attitudes on each other throughout life, and we might do like a separate Q&A, like if there's...
And this is Bodhi.
This is Bodhi.
She'll make regular appearances throughout the videos, probably.
Yes, my niece.
Because she's very nosy. No.
While you hold her back, yeah, so I was adopted at birth. I get into the whole story in like my reaction to the primal wound, and by this point I've probably already put out like a reunion video diary and like my vlog coming out to Iowa to visit family. If you don't know my background, I'd recommend checking that out. Today is more, I feel like, she licked your water bottle?
Yeah, she did.
She licked the straw.
She's never done that before.
Gross.
I have to wash that now before I can drink out of it, you turkey.
So yeah, I don't know. Do you want to just talk about like a little bit about your life and maybe like your perspective on
the adoption?
When I went away. And,
yeah.
Well, yeah, but also like share about you too.
I've lived in Iowa my whole life. When I was 3.5 is when my mom gave birth to Haunted Hippie over here. I mean, I think we learned a little bit together about how they kind of came together. My mom answered like an ad in a newspaper or like a Yellow Pages or something like that.
For a lawyer.
For a lawyer, yeah. And then your parents also used a...
Yeah, my parents used a private adoption lawyer. So then the lawyers got connected?
Yeah.
Or something? Yeah,
that's what it sounds like. She said there had to have been, it was in the 90s, so there had to have been some kind of database for them to get connected. And my mom chose your parents. And her parents flew our entire family. It was our mom, our biological father, me, and our brother Ace, and flew all 4 of us out right when mom was about to give birth. And then she was induced in California, and we were there for, I think she said we were there for like a 1.5 weeks.
I always thought it was longer. I've accidentally spread misinformation on that. Because I thought they were there for a couple weeks because I'm like, oh, well, right before you're about to pop, like obviously you can't fly. And I think that I had been told that they were there for like 2 weeks or something before. And I didn't know, this was new information. Like I didn't know that she was induced.
I don't think I knew that either. I was 3.5, but I still like vividly remember. I have a lot of vivid memories. I remember being on the plane and the stewardess loved me and gave me extra cookies because I was so well behaved. I remember going to the Hollywood Walk of Fame and being on our dad's shoulders, towering over everybody and like the crowd of people on the walk. And we went to the zoo. But for me, I remember it as being very short. Like I only remember being there for like a weekend. But my perception of time is obviously
3.5,
skewed.
like, it's crazy you have that vivid of memories at that age.
I remember a lot of things. I was fully, like, I knew, I was already a big sister, because I'm the oldest. I was already a big sister, so, like, I was well-versed in, like, mom's pregnant, she's having a baby, like, I got this. It was sad. Like, I remember you not being part of our family was, like, sad. I remember that, and then, I don't know, I thought about you all the time. We had open adoption until you were 5, and it was still open, technically, but it was just, there just was miscommunication. It sounds like one of us moved.
I've learned more information about that, too, because, like, I've already shared, like, oh, we stopped hearing back when I was, like, 7, because I have a memory of my mom, like, writing a letter and having, like, my 1st or 2nd grade picture in it. My mom has always said that it came back, but we moved in 2005, and then you guys moved in, like, 2006. So we were apparently, like, both sending mail to, like, old houses or something.
Yeah,
and then
they probably just kept getting returned or whatever.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I don't remember hearing anything from my parents about, like, staying in touch with the adoption lawyer. Like, I don't even know if they were still in contact, but apparently my bio mom was trying to get into contact with him as well, but we lost touch.
Yeah, it just never happened. I mean, like, we would pull out your pictures all the time and talk about you and look at you and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and how much you looked like me then. Like,
we looked so similar. May I put a picture of, like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course you can.
It's so weird. Also, I was, like, looking at one of our relatives' Facebook pages, and I found a picture of you as a baby, and I was like...
Is that me?
I was like, is that me? You're like, definitely no. Like, that's definitely me. But I was like, I don't know. No, we were, like, twins.
Yeah.
For, I don't know, till maybe, like, we started looking a little different. Hello. Actually, no, because the pictures of you from, like, middle school and how we did our makeup and stuff. Oh, my God.
Go somewhere else. Go find a toy.
I just got progressively just
Where's your toy?
crazy.
Go get it.
Oh, she might have licked off some of my makeup.
In middle school, we did our makeup similarly.
I think so. Like, I just, when I first found you, like, later on, and I found some of your social media, I was looking at, because you know how everyone would, like, just bathe their pictures in, like, really harsh filters, like 2012 to 20, whatever.
I use Pick Stitch. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't know. I just would use the really heavy, like, Instagram
aging myself here.
filters. No, but I saw those old pictures of you, and I was like, oh, like, that's me. There was a picture of you. You had, like one of those, like, elastic, like, flower headbands or something.
Oh, I loved me a flower crown when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
In high school, I always wore one. I would, like, curl my hair with it.
Yeah, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe, like, high school age is when we stopped looking like actual twins. But that was one of the craziest things when I, like, eventually found you. And I think that I had found you at a couple points, maybe like throughout college or something. I always thought you were really cool, but and we've already talked about this, but we should share with the class. I asked you like if there was any resentment or jealousy or anything, or like
no. Yeah, I remember that conversation. Yeah, to me, I think it's really natural to have like feelings of jealousy, and like I think that's normal, but I've always been somebody, like I'm the oldest, I've always been somebody that takes care of people, and whether everything that you got was given by your family, I would still choose that for you. Like if I could give that to you, I would, so I wouldn't be jealous of you. I'm not jealous of you. I'm actually just really happy for you that you grew up with better circumstances than you otherwise would have.
Yeah, I'm curious how other like bio siblings feel about that.
Yeah, I wonder too.
I wondered about that not because if our places were, oh, hello, this is Opie. So I wondered about that not because like if the roles were reversed, I'd be jealous, but it's like a rejection sensitivity kind of thing. Yeah. Because I remember so I found her on TikTok and you made really funny videos and I was like, oh my God, you know, she's out there and I'm also doing YouTube and stuff. But I couldn't bring myself to reach out to you. I was like, I know I have to probably reach out to our mom first because I'm like, I don't even know if you were, like, I didn't know how aware you were of me also. I was, like, surprised by that.
That is such a funny parallel because, I mean, I thought about you my whole life. Your whole life, I guess I should say. I've always wanted to, like, be close and have a relationship and that kind of thing. But obviously, like, it's delicate. I didn't want to, like, step on our parents' toes. I had this thing in my head when I was 19, I think, or 20. And I was like, as soon as she turns 18, I'm going to find her. I'm going to hire a PI and I'm going to find her. And I had, like, Googled your name a bunch of times and I, like, never, like, found anything solid enough to, like, really believe it was you. So I kind of let that go because I was like, I don't want to intrude on your life. Like, since we hadn't had consistent communication since you were little, I was like, maybe they stopped talking about it. Like maybe something changed or something. Like there were so many unknowns. I was like, I don't know. Should I tell the Snooki story?
What's the Snooki story?
Me and my husband were watching Jersey Shore.
Oh yeah.
Like the new seasons of it or whatever. And Nicole Snooki Pulizzi is adopted and she like started her adoption journey or her reunification journey or whatever, was talking about it. And we were in bed and I was like, I kind of had a little bit of a breakdown and I'm like, I really like I wonder what she's up to. And like I've had a couple of those phases throughout my life, but I had to talk to my husband about it and then he like turned over and rolled to sleep and I was like Googling on my phone and like trying to find you and I came across your YouTube. Well, actually I came across a picture of you on Google with like some plaque in your hand on like a carpet or something.
Oh, maybe, yeah, because I had a short film in an LA Film Festival.
Maybe it was that, but I just saw that and I was like, that person kind of looks like me a little bit. And then it had talked about your YouTube channel, and so I went to your YouTube channel and I was like, that person looks a lot like me. Her voice doesn't sound like mine, but when she moves her face that way, it looks like mine. And then I went and I scrolled so far down and I found a video of you and Father Hippie, and I was like, they could be biologically related. Like, there's no way that's her. And that was in October of 2023.
No way.
Yeah. So in October of 2023, and then I had watched your videos like probably once every couple weeks. I would just like revisit it and be like, maybe like that's crazy, but
and
maybe.
What if it wasn't me? Like
I'm just casually watching this random person. Anyway, yeah. So then I was eating brunch with my husband and my mother-in-law, and mom texted me and said, your sister reached out. And I said, Maho, what? I was like, send a picture right now. And she sent me that same picture of you on Google. And I was like, I've been watching her YouTube for 2 months. Oh my God. And I was bawling inside the Perkins. I had to go outside. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then she like read me your message and I was like, well, I'm just going to shoot my shot. I'm just going to slide in her DMs and just send her a message.
I didn't know if you would like give a shit about me or anything. I think it's so crazy that like within months of each other, we were doing that. Cause like in October, at that point, I'm like in therapy to reach out. Yeah. You know what I mean? So weird that like cosmic timing a little
There's
bit.
definitely like something to that red string theory for sure, I think.
Yeah, I think so, because like I throughout my life have like looked you guys up and stuff, but it just never, I definitely had like a blockade, and then figured out like, oh, I'm gonna like try to go through therapy and like heal things in my nuclear family first. Like that was the blockade, because I felt like for a long time I discovered a lot of it was like I kind of felt like I couldn't talk to them about it.
Yeah.
But a lot of it was just internal stuff, because like as adoptees you experience like a lot of guilt about doing that, because you feel bad
you don't
about
make them feel bad.
Yeah, which some of that is valid. Like,
oh, for sure,
they have big feelings about it.
Yeah,
but they all wished me well before I came on this quest. So I'm getting us off track, but
that's okay.
I kind of couldn't believe that you reached out, because fun fact, the person I was most interested in getting to know actually was actually you. And we have 3 other siblings. I actually didn't know that upon reaching out. Like, you informed me that we have 2 more.
I remember you when in our conversations, you were like, I saw like pictures of other children, but I wasn't really sure
how many of
they
us
were
are
related.
There. Yeah. Because I knew that, because like our mom had been remarried, so I didn't know if they were like all step kids or if she had more of her own. And so then she was like, oh, there's 5 of us, you know, that we know of.
Biological ones.
Like,
that we know
of. Yeah. Because I grew up with one sister who's like 9 years older than me, and we just were never that close throughout my life. So then all of a sudden it was like, oh my God.
Speaking on like some of the trepidation I think we both had about reaching out, I think it was valid. And I can say now it'll be 2 years at the end of this year. So over a year and a half now, like that we've built a relationship and worked on it. Like I think that we met each other and reunified when we were supposed to.
I think so.
Am I a little bit sad I didn't get to spend more time with you in my life? Sure. But like, I think that just comes with it naturally.
We're making up for it, and also in a really weird way, I kind of feel like picking up where we left off. Like, I was surprised because we went bowling with some of our siblings and our mom last night, and I was like, I kind of feel like I fit in here. You're like, really? Because I kind of feel like I don't. I was like, yeah. I thought that it might be more emotional or something, but I've just been surprised how like natural it's felt. And
our mom is a very like welcoming person. She's a very like, she's had so many kids that are not her kids call her mom, like I told you last night. Like, it's like, you're just another kid. Yeah. You're special, but you're just another kid to us.
I think we did things in sort of the best way. I guess maybe we can pivot into almost maybe like kind of an advice segment, because we've been so successful. For me, this isn't how it's outlined really in The Primal Wound, which is like, we've been reading it, and it's like one of the most famous adoption books on the psychology of adoptees and stuff, and the whole triad. But she talks a lot about adoptees regressing when they meet their biological mom, which I don't identify with, and now I can say with certainty, like, I don't think that's happening. And I think it's because I got a lot of therapy before doing this, and like, I'm 26, so I'm a lot more mature than I have been previously when I've been really curious. And I mean, I know maybe we missed out on a little time, but I'm really glad that I waited. I'm glad we waited and felt like I was in a good, like, steady place.
There's things that Kylie talks about her childhood and just like how she was as a kid, and I'm glad that we met as adults, because I told her that I would have been her first bully for sure. We get to skip all of that. Like, we don't have to have any like resentments, because we're emotionally mature people.
Yeah.
You know, we're not like bruising each other, breaking each other's fingers, or like...
Yeah, we would have beat each other up, I think.
Oh, I would have whooped your ass.
Well, I don't know. I'm a lot bigger than her, which is kind of funny.
I don't think you would have been bigger than me back then.
Not back then. Not back then. But somehow we have like a 7-inch height difference, which is...
I've been the shortest sibling since my youngest sister was 12, and I was like, yay, like maybe meeting Kylie, like I'll finally have someone like just my height, maybe. Like, I don't even need to be taller, like just my height. She strolls in like a foot taller than me.
Sorry about it.
Whatever.
Sorry about that. Another reason why I kind of feel like it's naturally kind of picked up where we left off is because we already have a little bit, like, we went bowling last night, and we're playfully, obviously, but like, you know, kind of competitive and like, you know, like very sisterly, which I wasn't really, that would have been like best case scenario to me, but like that wasn't necessarily my expectation. Like, I had a lot of worries about rejection. I thought that maybe I would end up talking the most with our mom instead, and so I was elated.
When you first reached out, just put your tail away from my face. When you first reached out, I remember like freaking out internally. Like, maybe, I mean, I think I was also scared of rejection too. There's a lot of my childhood that I hid from like everybody around me, because I was also scared of rejection and like being picked on and stuff like that. And so maybe that's like part of it. But for me, it was like oh my God, this is finally happening. Like, something that I've been anticipating for a really long time and like hoping would happen, but like wasn't ever sure if it ever would. For me, it was just like very, very important that I managed my expectations. I tried to make sure that mom was gonna manage her expectations, and then obviously like have conversations with you about like our boundaries and stuff like that too. Like, I think that's such a huge part. I did a fair bit of reading too, like journals and like medical journals and stuff like that. Getting prepared is like a huge part of why we were successful, because we prepared ourselves so much and we know ourselves so much.
Yeah, from our very first FaceTime call, we talked about just like being intentional with everything, and that's helped a lot. I shouldn't have pet her head. That's my bad.
Oh, go get your toy. Where's your toy? Go get it. Go get your toy. Go get a different one.
Oh my god.
Go get a toy.
Like slow-mo that, her tail just whipped me in the eye.
You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, get up there and lay down. Go get a different one.
Oh my god. But our first FaceTime call, we were very nervous, and I think we cracked a White Claw.
Yeah.
I ended up like way oversharing, but I think I just like let everything spill out because I was like, what if we never talk again? Do you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
I think, well, okay, so you reached out to mom, and then I think she responded to you, and then I also messaged you on Facebook and was like, I don't remember what I said. We could probably pull it up.
Say something about me being brave, and so you can be brave too. Oh goodness gracious. Okay. She really.
Bodhi! Go do something with yourself. How about you down? Please down.
How about you down?
Can you lay down, please? Come over here. Come over here. Lay down. Lay down. I'm telling a story.
I think the people will love Bodhi.
She's very lovable.
Yeah.
She just doesn't care about our feelings.
Yeah.
Anyway, I sent a message to you, and then we had agreed, because this was, you reached out like the day before Christmas or something, or like 2 days.
It was December 23rd,
2 days before Christmas, 2023.
Which I did that, by the way, because my family's very supportive, and I was like, I need to be surrounded by my loved ones if this goes poorly. Yeah.
That's so fair.
Yeah.
We'd reached out. We had like a really short conversation, and you were like, okay, this is great. I need to take a break.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
I need to reach out after the holidays. And we're like,
Yeah.
okay, like that's fine, whatever.
I might have even said that in my first message, or like literally my second message to our mom, because I just was like, this was so huge, and I was like, okay, we're gonna do it, and then we're gonna put it away, and I'm gonna like be surrounded by family, and just like,
I love hearing the perspective. So then I spent all of the next day and Christmas and the day after Christmas, I think, like trying not to puke.
I know, so I dropped a bomb, and then I was like, I gotta go.
I think I reached out like the day before New Year's, like maybe not New Year's Eve, but the day before that. And I was like, maybe she didn't mean New Year's too.
Is this after the holidays?
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, if you still want to wait, like that's fine, but like I need to like, I was pacing around my living room like sweating, like typing this message, rereading it, like trying to make sure that it was good. The only thing that I can equate it to is like, and not to be weird, but like a crush. Like you don't want to like overdo it, but you don't want to like, I'm like, I feel like I'm in middle school, and like,
it's like similar excitement, but like more, honestly.
More, there's like more at stake, I think. Like it felt like that for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then that night we ended up talking. We were sharing like pictures of our eyes to each other, because our eyes are such similar colors, and talking about like family and like who else needed glasses, and like we talked about just like a lot of family stuff. It was at least midnight my time, I think, or like 11 or midnight my time, and you're like, wow, it's late, we should go to bed. And I'm like,
yeah, we chatted for like 2 hours straight, just like texting.
Yeah.
And I think at the beginning of the conversation, we were like, okay, we know we're like trying to take it slow, but then we like got really excited, and we just like totally hit it off. I felt like
we didn't like jump into like, what was the worst thing that happened to you in your childhood?
That we saved that for our first FaceTime.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Or at least on my end.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then after that conversation, I feel like we Snapchatted a little bit, like maybe a couple times, but you that kind of fell off because you're not a big Snapchatter. But we like scheduled FaceTime dates after that for like a couple months.
Yeah. Did we talk every Wednesday?
I think it was every other Wednesday. I think maybe it might have been every Wednesday for like a month. And initially, then it was like, because you went to...
Oh, I went abroad for like 2 months. Yeah, in 2024.
Yeah, there was like stretches of time where we didn't get to chat. But now it's like easier we just text each other like whenever. We don't.
Yeah, and we just try to set up calls like
once every
couple weeks. Yeah, which is nice, and I feel like maintaining that contact was definitely important. But we also expressed to each other, like having a structured thing. I don't know, worked for us.
We're still intentional.
Yes.
Like, hey, let's try to do this, and if it doesn't, we're also very flexible, I think, with each other too, which is nice.
Yeah, and I think like the amount we catch up, I feel like is just normal of kind of any like sister relationship
now.
Yeah, I don't know, I guess it's like not that surprising it's developed so much, but it's just all kind of been like really best case scenario. Obviously this isn't everybody's situation, but if you do have a bio sibling that can kind of, guide interactions
bridge
and
the
stuff,
gap.
It's been so invaluable, like because you're hosting us, and then you invited our mom over like for lunch for us to meet, and just kind of...
I didn't want anybody to scare you off.
And then we met for the first time like a year ago, actually.
Almost exactly a year.
Yeah, she came out to California, and I've told them a bit about my puking issues and stuff. And
I was nervous because when you were like sick most of the time, I'm like, God, she just can't handle being around me. Like, she must just be like that nervous and that. So I was really scared. Like, you're never gonna talk to me after I leave here.
Oh, no. It's just because I put so much pressure on myself and like wanting you to get along with my family. I've had, and this is our second meeting, and we've known each other for like another year.
Yeah.
But I thought I was gonna be way more neurotic, like
this time
meeting our mom and meeting our mom and like meeting our other siblings and like, you know, just meeting more of the family. I think I'm meeting our grandma today.
Tonight, probably.
It's been a lot better for me this time around. I hope you've been doing okay with everything.
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's a lot. It's heavy, but it's not anything that I like wasn't expecting. And honestly, really, like I told you like 10 million times, like it's whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
It's your time. You're here. Our mom leaves tomorrow for Seattle, so like if you want to spend time with her, like I think you should soak up that time and take the opportunity. And I'm really glad that you decided that that's what you wanted to do.
Me too. I wasn't sure because I have felt a lot more hesitant with that relationship than with this one. And I think like I've said that I think it's because obviously we have a lot more in common, and it's just natural for like the adoptee to be really guarded.
I think, well, and I said this when we first started talking, like we're just two kids. Yeah. The adults in our lives made these decisions
at the mercy
for us.
of
You know
like,
what I mean?
Yeah.
And now we just have the opportunity to make something beautiful out of it and make our own choices.
I think I'm trying to soak up the time also because I'm not going to be here for another couple years, and I have a lot of questions, and I've gotten to know a lot about just your lives here and our grandparents and stuff like that. So I don't know. Do we have any other advice? I feel like we've kind of caught up.
Honestly, just managing expectations and boundaries is like the most important thing.
That's huge.
There's so many like big feelings that are possible when it comes to adoption, and
the human instinct is also to like project that onto other people and like I'm feeling this way because you're doing that, and it's like no, everybody's got big feelings going on. There's so much also that you can't make personal. I feel like that's helped me so much, is just like recognizing like everybody coming from really different places and perspectives and just like meeting people where they're at. Yeah, that's kind of broad, but it is the best advice, really, if you can stick to that and manage your expectations, because we've been so lucky. Like, I just feel so lucky.
It's gonna be messy. I think there's been a couple of like messy moments when things have happened. Like you were sick part of the time.
Mental illness, you know?
You know, like we come from different worlds, really. Like if you really think about it. And so like me trying to like not integrate, but like not fit in either. That's not the right word, but like assimilate with your family for the time that I was there in like a respectful way with still being true to myself. Like my humor might not line up, you know? So like honestly, just being really patient with yourself and with who you're reuniting with. Like,
God, give yourself grace.
Yeah, grace.
Give everybody grace.
Grace is really, really important. I think that we really lucked out because both of us are so emotionally mature. We're also very emotionally intelligent.
If you can just try to come at it from that lens, then you'll be better off. Because in that case, then if things don't go well, then you won't internalize it so much and like take it personally. Unless they don't like you for your personality, then that's kind of on you. But that's about the only thing I could think of.
Man, I would hate it if like...
What if I was an asshole?
I know, right? Like, I would be like, yeah, that's my sister. Cool.
Damn.
Like, we probably wouldn't talk that much. I don't know.
No.
And I think, honestly, like, that's okay, too. You can't put, like, so much pressure on something. Like, I know what I wanted out of the situation, and I got, like, that and then some.
Oh, I got that and then some. Like, I think it's reasonable to have... I don't think it's good to have expectations that things will go poorly, but that is kind of common. I only say that just because, like, for me personally, with my anxiety, like, I would catastrophize and, like, worry about the worst. So I don't recommend that, but...
we come from the land of anxiety. That is definitely something you inherited from our family. So
I've learned a lot about that here.
So everything that you've catastrophized, I have also catastrophized in my head.
I learned that our mom also is like an anxious, she gets sick when she's anxious too. And I was like, oh, word.
So do I.
Yeah. Okay, we're pukers, cool.
We got 3 toilets in this house, so we're good to go over here.
Yeah, I haven't thrown up once though. I've been really good.
So proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
So is Bodhi.
Yeah. think she's had it. Anyway, but yeah, so I really would love to do a second video Q&A. So hopefully we can make time for that.
We should. I wrote down a couple of questions that I'll share with you, and I'll try to think of a couple more.
Because I did kind of want to do that in this video, but I feel like just kind of covering our lore was
Just
probably
like the
good enough
overarching story.
Yeah, for one video. And then if there's anything we missed, we can like fill in some of the gaps in the Q&A.
Yeah,
so
I think it's great.
This has been Bethany, and hopefully she'll be back real soon. And thanks for joining us today. I am doing a bit of an adoption content series now. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for more people's experiences and stories and advice, you can kind of find some of that here. So subscribe, like button, notification bell so you don't miss the next one. And that's about it. Thank you for being here.
She's a great source of content. She's brave. She's really smart.
Oh.
There's a lot. She's a pro. That's what the pros say. She's a pro at adoption. So
I'm so good at being adopted.
You got good source material over here. She's a great adoptee.
Thanks.
I know. All jokes aside, though, I'm really grateful that you're here, and
me too.
I'm excited that we get to be sisters.
Me too. So's Bodhi.
All right.
We gotta go. She's so strong for a little girl.
You just gotta manhandle her.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was so good. I think that was great.
I think so.
That was perfect. I was a little worried because I forgot. I didn't prep.
You didn't have a plan.
Yeah, but
I think it flowed fine.
It worked out really well.
Yeah.